Have you ever wondered about the cost of living in Egypt? Well, as of 2024, the average salary per month in Egypt is between 5,000 and 10,000 Egyptian pounds. That's about 104 to 207 US dollars. Shocking, right? Stick around, and I'm going to dive into the cost of living and how affordable it is living in Egypt compared to the West. Hey y'all, it's Sade Imore, your favorite expat with nomadic tendencies. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. And if you're an oldie but goodie, hey you, I see you, welcome back. Rent in Cairo is 95.2% lower than New York. A single person's estimated monthly cost is about 32,799 Egyptian pounds, which is 678 US dollars. A family of four estimated monthly cost is about 80,076 Egyptian pounds, which is 1,654 US dollars. In this video, I'm going to discuss the misconception about Egypt, break down my monthly cost, and allow you to decide whether Egypt is a good fit for you. Let's get started. Here's the misconception about Egypt. A lot of people think it's cheap because of the prices they see online. But I want to be clear with y'all. Expats are experiencing some unexpected challenges when it comes to groceries, utilities, and housing because of inflation. If we're feeling it, I can only imagine what the Egyptians are feeling. All right, y'all. I'm going to break down my budget into 5 categories. That's going to be housing, utilities, Wi-Fi and data, miscellaneous, and transportation. Now, when it comes to my rent, I pay 230 US dollars. That includes the amount that I pay the doorman, which is 200 pounds. Now, his 200 pounds equals to about $4, and the 230 equates to about 11,136 pounds. Now, you may be asking, why do I need a doorman? And that's simply because of security. That's right. When you're living in Egypt, it's best for you to find a place, especially as an expat, that is secure, where they actually lock the doors and they have cameras around the area, just in case you have any problems. Never, ever, ever move to a place that is not secure. So let's talk about the next category, which would be utilities. I do not pay water, but I do pay gas as well as electricity. Now, when it comes to my gas, I'm paying about $3, but I won't say it's a month. I'll say it's probably like 4 to 5 months, maybe, because I don't run out of gas often. Now, that $3 is equating to about 146 pounds. And whenever I run out of gas, I just contact the doorman, who will then bring me another gas tank. See how that works? When it comes to electricity, I'm paying about 14 US dollars, which equates to about 678 pounds. Now, before I came back this last time, the electricity was about 200 pounds. Now it's increased to 300 pounds. I pay as I go, so that means I pay ahead of time. I was going about 14 days prior to me coming back, and now I'm maxing at about 11 days now, because we're having heat waves in Egypt. We're talking about 105, 106 days. It's been extremely hot, and I've been running the AC more than I ever have. So electricity has definitely gone up just a little bit. The third category I want to discuss is Wi-Fi and data. I am currently paying about $30 for 2 lines for the cell phone plan with We, and that equates to about 1,453 pounds. I am paying $25 at Orange for Wi-Fi, and that equates to about 1,210 pounds. Now, I can't tell y'all how many gigabytes I actually have because I send my son to do this part. I just know that we're paying around the amount that we'll be paying if we had a landline. And unfortunately, we don't have a landline in this building. I have spoken with my landlord who is looking into getting a box so that way we can have landline. But the bill won't decrease as much as I would like it, probably around about $10. A save is a save, and I'm grateful for that. But right now I'm having to do it this way just to make sure that I'm able to work and my son is able to do his online classes. The fourth category is miscellaneous. That is about $148 a month, which is 7,165 pounds. I need to figure out a way to lower this number, but for right now, this is where it is because I have subscriptions that I'm paying for. My son does as well, and then homeschool is included in that. Inflation is hit in every single category, okay? So yeah, there's pretty much not more that I need to say about that, but that's the monthly budget for miscellaneous. Last but not least, we have the fifth category, which is transportation. Now, there are several ways to get around in Egypt, but my all-time favorite is the minivan. We're paying about 4 Egyptian pounds, which equates to about 83 cents. If we decide that we want to take the mall van, then that will be about 7 pounds at 97 cents. And if we decided that, hey, we just wanted to go to another city, like say Luxor or Aswan, then we would pay around 330 pounds if we wanted to ride on like the second class bus, which would equate to $6.82. And if we wanted to ride on the business class, which is 500 pounds, we're looking at about $10 and some change. But most of the time, your girl is walking. Okay, I have no problem with walking. I have walked long distances, but if it is one of those situations where it is too far to handle, then we can also do Uber and Careem, which is like Lyft in the States. So like I said, there are several ways to get around. The more cost-effective way will always be to walk, but second to that, it is the minivan. With that being said, my monthly budget is $650. It did increase by $50 due to inflation. I stay in the Red Sea Governorate area, but I don't like to disclose exactly where. I have a modern 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, and it's fully furnished. So yes, you can find apartments that are way cheaper than mine, especially if they're unfurnished. But keep in mind that you'll have to pay for the cabinets, put the hot water tank and all of that stuff in the apartment. I personally am not interested in doing that because I learned my lesson in Dar. Even though I didn't have a bad experience, it was just the worrying about whether or not I would be able to get at least some of my money back that I didn't like. So I just made a personal decision moving forward that no matter where I went, I was going to try to find a place that was modern and that had furniture that I actually liked. Now, you can find anything and pretty much everything you need in Egypt. It's really up to you. If you want to stay in a more nicer area that's kind of far off, then just understand that it's going to take you about an hour and some change to get to the Cairo, the center. But if you're staying in the center, then you also want to think about the fact that you may not run into that many expats or, deal with people who know how to speak English. Now, they do speak different languages such as Russian and I believe it's French and German. But at the end of the day, most locals will only speak Arabic because they're not leaving the country or dealing with foreigners on a regular basis. It's just something to keep in mind. Also, remember that you get what you pay for. So make sure you keep your eyes and your ears open to whatever it is they're telling you, because you can get a lot, but you can get a lot of nothing as well. I hope this video helped you guys if you're planning on moving to Egypt or if you just plan on visiting. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Shalom.